Just sending a video showing you how we make our homemade dog food for our dog Miley. A quick disclaimer, I'm not a vet. This is only a video capturing our experience and what we do personally for our dog who had liver and renal issues after she had an allergic reaction to Rimadyl. And our vet prescribed prescription dry dog food for dogs with renal issues. And I decided after doing some research that it'd probably be best for our family to make dog food ourselves and see how she did. And that was about 3 or 4 years ago. And as you can see, she is quite the happy, healthy little girl. Miley, sit. Good girl. So a little bit about what we do. We usually start off with the protein. That's the most important thing. And I'll give you the proportions that I use, and this is for a dog that's around 65 pounds. So you can kind of proportion it out according to the size of dog that you have. So for us, we start off with the protein, which is pork today. I've also used fish, which is great. Personal experience, we've tried all different types of fish. Definitely use one with large bones so it's easy on you guys to take out. And after that, we have our grain. For me, I've used quinoa to start off with, and more recently I've noticed that Miley's still quite a bit. She's still showing that she's hungry, so I switched it up to do 50-50 quinoa with brown rice, and that seems to do really well. And let's see, we also have scrambled eggs and some kind of vegetable. Today it's broccoli and carrots. And then lastly is our eggshells for calcium. So a little bit about the preparation. What we do is we start off with Ziploc sandwich bags, and I've proportioned out 1 cup of pork, and we get the whole boneless pork. That I found that if it's less than $2, that's a great deal. So we usually go to Costco or Sprouts or Stater Brothers, and we boil up the whole chunk together and then chop them into pieces afterwards. When we had done it before, where we cut them into chunks while it was raw, it was a lot more work. This is a lot easier. And what you do is you just add just a little bit of water with the pork, because the pork gives off a lot of juice. And once you've cooked it down, you take that water and you do a proportion about 1-to-1 with the quinoa and brown rice. And so this has a lot of flavor in it, which our dog loves. And then what the proportion that I use is about 1/3 of a cup of the brown rice quinoa and about 1/3 of a cup of scrambled egg. 1/3 of a cup ends up being about 1 egg. This is much easier than hard boiling an egg, which we actually used to do, and is a lot more time consuming. After that, you do 1/4 of a cup of the vegetables. And for calcium, we also add about 1/2 teaspoon or so of eggshell. I used to grind this up into a fine powder, but I found that Miley actually likes it. They're kind of like just nice crunchy bits for her. So I just break them. I kind of smash them up, and she likes it just fine like that. And depending on what kind of issues your dog has, you can also go online and purchase different types of supplements. For us, we used to buy Sammy, for example, and it came in powder form, or just an all-around multivitamin is great. And lastly, when we're portioning this out and putting it in her food bowl, we put one of these bags. She gets 2 bags a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and we just do a couple pumps of fish oil with that. And lastly, for a little bit of a tip to save you guys on the sandwich bags, once we empty it out and do her feeding, we put the empty Ziploc bag in the freezer so they don't spoil. And we collect the empty sandwich bags, and when we're ready to take another batch, we go ahead and reuse them. That way you're not having to throw them away after each time. You could probably do this, I would say, 2 or 3 times, And after that, just rinse them off and recycle. So that is it. Please leave any comments or questions, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.